Hey guys, this is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is going to be the full review of the device. This is actually my personal daily driver that I've been using for the last 3 weeks now, and I got it the day it came out. You could actually check out my unboxing video if you want. This is Apple's latest device. You could see it's also came with the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17, as well as the iPhone Air as well, but we're really not talking about that. I mean, that phone is really more of a basic phone. Looking around the body, you could see it has an aluminum band. I mean, it's not like the stainless steel that they had previously with the iPhone 14 and older models, but you could see it still gives us a pretty good premium look, and it actually looks really nice. Some people say that it looks the same as the 16, but honestly, it does look a little bit different than these previous models that they've been using. You can see the display has a 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR display. It has Face ID, so you can see unlocking the phone is pretty good. Although I did have a little bit trouble opening it up because obviously I'm recording with the camera, so it couldn't detect my face, but overall the display looks really nice. The colors look sharp, viewing angles look really nice, and also the display gets super bright, especially if you're outdoors in the sun. So if you're going to be using your phone a lot outdoors, the iPhone 17 Pro Max might be the best option. If you double tap the screen, it actually wakes up and also has raise to wake, so if you raise up your phone, it automatically turns on. You could also turn it on or off in the settings as well. In terms of everyday day-to-day tasks, I mean, it's an iPhone 17 Pro Max for crying out loud. It has the Apple A19 Bionic chip paired with 12GB of RAM, so everyday gaming, social media, anything that you throw at it, it's obviously going to handle it really well. You can see the Geekbench core. You can see for the single core, it's running at 366.1, and then the multi-core score is 9519, so you can see it beats the performance of the iPhone 15, 16 Pro, as well as previous models of the iPhone, of course. On the left hand side, you have the volume rockers up and down, and that actually works for your mute switch as well as the action button. So if you press the button and hold it, it will silence it and also unsilence it. You actually have to hold to silence it and then do it again to unsilence it. On the top of the phone, there's really nothing except for this little cutout right here. That's actually for your remote control. It has an IR blaster. I actually want to go ahead and test out the audio quality real quick. So we're going to go ahead and go to Spotify. And we're gonna play a song real quick. Okay, that was pretty loud. On the right hand side, you have the power button on and off, as well as Siri, as well as the quick camera launch button, which I will get to in just a second. On the bottom of the phone, you got stereo speakers, the USB Type-C port, which supports fast charging, so it's pretty nice. On the back of the phone, it has a glass back. It's more of a frosted texture black, so you can see we got the 3 camera lens, the microphone, the flash, and you can see the Apple logo located on the middle of the phone, and also supports the MagSafe charging, so that's pretty cool. And like I said in the beginning, some people say it's ugly, but personally I don't think it's a bad look, honestly. I mean, it really depends on your preferences, because honestly it looks almost identical to the 16, but obviously the design's completely different. Now, just a fair warning, the back of the iPhone did get scratched up. You can see the camera lens is scratched up because I actually dropped it by accident. So if you own this iPhone, get a case for it right away, because you're going to notice a lot of scratching, especially if you get the blue color. You can see mine's actually the navy blue color. It's more noticeable on the orange color. So if you want to protect your phone, get a case for it right away. I actually will link down cases in the video description. You don't have to actually buy Apple's really overpriced cases, which cost $50, and honestly they don't look good. And you can see I actually picked up a clear silicone case for my iPhone. You can see it may not look the best or premium like Apple's cases, but unlike Apple's, you can see it's actually completely transparent, so you can actually see everything. And I'll link down cases in the video description so you could easily get them. You could get them online, or you could go in person and pick it up at your Marshalls or Five Below for really cheap. But hey, at least this case will protect your phone if you ever drop it by accident, so that way it will protect it from scratches and also damage. On the back of the iPhone 17 Pro Max, you can see it has 3 48 megapixel cameras. One is ultra wide angle and telephoto lens, and it's capable of shooting 4K videos at 120 frames per second, so that's actually really good if you're actually going to be doing a lot of videoing, filming, Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. This camera is going to be really good. Now, the camera UI is completely different for iOS 26. If you go right here, you have your settings like flash, live, timer, exposure styles, and the aspect ratio. You can change it to 4:13, 1:1, or 16:9. 16:9 is ideal if you're going to be taking pictures in full quality. And it's really cool that it actually zooms in pretty far, and you could see right there on the right hand corner, it actually shows you a little magnifying glass on what item is actually focusing. So it's really cool that it gets like camera quality video when you're zooming in or out. And you can see on the settings, if you go here, you have your flash, exposure, action button, and also the dual capture button. What dual capture does is that it records the front and rear cameras at the same time. So if you press it, you can see the front and rear cameras record at the same time. So it's perfect if you want to record yourself, but record the object that's actually in front of you. So it's really cool if you're going to be doing a lot of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. So this is actually a really cool feature to have. And the front facing is an 18 megapixel front facing camera, so it's really good. And one of the coolest features with this one is that if you press this little button right here, you could change it to landscape mode. So it's pretty cool if you want to record landscape videos for your Instagram or YouTube or whatever you're going to be doing with your iPhone, of course. If you're a video creator or whatever, this iPhone's going to be perfect for you. Now, if you press this little flower icon, that actually focuses on the object that you want to record. So if you want to get a good view, then it's going to do that for you. Press it again, it defocuses. So it's really cool if you want to get a good focus on an object you're trying to record. So it's perfect. It's actually a pretty useful feature. And the picture quality is pretty much top class. You can see the photo I took with my scooter. You can see it looks really cool. It's really nice. And it has a really cool feature where if you want to get rid of objects, you just edit it and then you erase it. Let me actually show you how it works. Let's use this photo for example. Let's say you want to get rid of a person or an object getting in the way. You just press the edit button and then you press the cleanup button. Next, it's going to prompt you to tap, brush, or select the object that you're trying to get rid of. For example, I want to get rid of this person right here because obviously it gets in the way. So it's perfect and it's actually ideal for those moments that you don't want people or objects getting in the way. So you just erase it and then boom, the person or object should disappear from your image. Once you do, give it a couple seconds and you can see boom. Now the object or person it's not in the way of your photos anymore. And once you're done, you can just press done, and then now the photo is completely edited out. So that way, if people or persons or objects get in the way, that way it's not ruining your epic moments. Let's say you take a picture with your family and then an object or a person gets in the way. This is ideal. I mean, Android and Google phones like the Pixel has been using it for a while now, but it's pretty cool that it's launched to the Apple lineup of iPhones and iPads. Now, to use the action button, you just go to your settings, scroll down to where it says action button, press on it, and now you could select any modes that you want. There's over several settings and action modes that you could actually do with the action button. And then once you select your desired action mode, then all you have to do is just select the object and then you exit out and then now use the action. Now to activate it, you just hold it and then it turns on. For example, flash. And then to turn it on or off, you just hold to turn it on and then you hold it again to turn it off. And then boom, you're good to go. So it's a pretty cool feature to have. So obviously you could do anything you want and then you hold it again to turn it off. If you want to change it, you just go back to your settings, go to action button and then select any desired action mode that you want to change, or you could just change it back to silent mode, which is ideal if you're going to be using it to silence your phone, and then boom, it's back to normal. I'm going to actually show you the coolest feature. You can see on this side, this is actually the quick camera launch. Let's say, for example, you're on social media or any other page and you want to get that photo quickly without having to fumble and look for the camera app. All you have to do is just press the button once and it quickly launches to the camera. So it's perfect for never missing that perfect moments if you want to take a picture or a video of something or someone. So it's pretty cool. Apple included the quick dedicated camera button so that way you could quickly launch the camera app without having to fumble around looking for the camera app button or application. I believe they've been using it since the 15 for a while now. I'm not sure, I need to double check, but overall it's a pretty cool feature to have so that way you don't miss those epic perfect moments. And the battery life on the iPhone 17 Pro Max is pretty good. It has a 5088 mAh battery. So of course it's going to give you a pretty long battery life. It actually lasts me almost 24 hours before I have to actually recharge it again. So battery life is pretty good, at least for the Pro Max. If you get the smaller 17 or the iPhone Air, then the battery life might be a little bit smaller and you might get only a day and a half of use, but overall battery life for the Pro Max models is pretty good. In terms of software, obviously the iPhone 17 Pro Max came equipped with iOS 26, so the UI is completely different now with the iPhone 17. You can see all the logos, icons, stuff like that is completely different, so it's up to date with the latest version of iOS 26. If you see my iPhone 13 video, which came with iOS 26 that I installed a couple of weeks ago, you can see it's actually pretty different now. So it makes it look more of a high-end phone that's within the future, of course, so it makes it look like it's in the modern world. And guys, that's pretty much it on the full review of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You can check out my unboxing video if you want to see the unboxing of this phone. If you enjoyed this video, please like, it will definitely help me a lot. And consider subscribing as well, because I will try to get as much subscribers as I can. I want to do more videos with the iPhone 17 Pro Max in the future, so stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Take care, everyone.